Hi, I'm Alana.
Hi, I'm Peggy.
And we are Your Sweet Guys. And these are our real heights.
100%.
Just I'm up here and she's down here. This is not relevant, but what is JJP?
JJP! So,
we are in a different spot.
We are.
But it's because it's midnight and we needed better lighting than my shitty room.
We couldn't listen to the album Spoiler all day long.
Yeah,
today.
We didn't.
We had to put it off and it would hurt so badly because it was at work for too many hours.
I also was at work.
We went to work together.
I went to work today. It was bring your SO to work today.
Bring your sweet guy to work day.
Yeah. Patty, bring Alma to work day.
So Patty brought Alma to work, and Patty and Alma were there for 2 hours longer than they thought they were going to be.
Yeah.
So now we're here.
But we got back to my house.
Yeah.
And we said...
We made a decision.
We thought of an idea to... We listened to it together.
We did.
And then said, we'll listen to it with you guys here and discuss as we're listening. So we listened one time through.
Yeah. We wanted to listen in complete silence.
Yeah,
and
so we didn't get yelled at.
We can't do that when filming because we talk too much and we yell through everything.
And we're not going to lie to you guys. So we did listen to it.
We did, and we're like
the verdict. It's official. Cool. It's official. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's official. It's definitely fine. It's okay.
We feel fine.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go through it again, and that way we can express all the feelings that we held in when we first watched it, and that way you guys won't be like you didn't even listen to JJP's album spoiler.
Yeah. You guys are JJP girls, and you talked throughout the whole thing. No, we listened to it fully once. And now we're gonna listen to it fully twice.
Shall we just?
Shan't.
We
shan't. We shan't.
It's weird because we don't usually watch things on a phone in our videos, so we're kind of everything's different.
So don't want it, but need it. Shouldn't have it.
Even though we already watched it, I'm like, no, I don't want
it. We shouldn't. Must have. We should not have.
Whomst it done.
No thanks. Just play.
Most beautiful. How many are already? Hearing these first notes already, shut up.
It sounds like Seinfeld.
And it's like, hello, it's real.
Seinfeld sucks. JJP doesn't.
The most gorgeous man in the whole world. It's way more. This
is funky.
Than we thought.
Coming home is funky.
Those t-shirts!
Black t-shirts! Black t-shirts! Black t-shirts!
No one's ever looked better in the whole world at any point in time.
Okay. Coming home. Yeah, invited to this home any day. And those black t-shirts, sign us up. We are number one and one on the list.
That is illegal.
God.
That's a technical foul.
We'd like to see it anyway. That's some SHIT shit. Self-Harm Institute of Technology.
I told you I had confidence hands.
Glenn, I love your wads.
These are Glenn and we love their wads.
Yeah. Like they're giving us the visual and stuff, but it's also, it sounds like that funky beat.
Yeah.
That funky beat, that funky JJ beat. Their first song was Bounce.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna not include some sort of funkiness to it. That shit was funky.
And it's like, for that, it's like the first thing we heard of JJP.
It's real. It's real. And then you saw them with rolled up black t-shirts on.
They know
got God.
Like, sure, yes.
JJP gonna give it to you. They've been giving it to us. Next one is title track.
The title track
tomorrow,
which is
today,
much different than we thought it was going to be.
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it together.
It's like good time boys, good time guys.
Like we're happy in the place that we are. We've grown.
Yeah. Yes. Proud of ourselves. His arms.
Shut.
Tomorrow, today, tomorrow.
They sound so good.
I feel like with the other ones we heard, there's like the funkiness, the smoothness, the sexiness, and that is everything in one. It's fun, it's flirty, it's calm, it's
bright,
upbeat, it's
but not cutesy. It's not like
men, it's grown men.
Right.
We grew up, and this is our swan song.
They've really matured. They've aged like a fine wine.
Yeah.
Things are going great. We're feeling great about it. That's what they collaborated with JYP to know that this is their
I was gonna say
song.
JYP. He wasn't like, we're gonna put out some upbeat, crazy colored shit, and they're like, we're wearing black t-shirts and we're grown men now. And he's like, absolutely, you are. I agree.
Yeah. And we've read all of the interviews they've done about all these songs.
And what JYP said.
And then it's like they're growing they're showing their maturity.
JJP 2017 is about growth in brotherhood.
And they know that they're doing something different from GOT7.
Yeah.
And so they didn't want to come. They said we would do like what, if they were like, for lack of a better term, basically a hard dance song, or like they come in like hard, and they didn't want to do that. They didn't want it to be like, this is a GOT7
It's
song.
mellow. It's mellow, but you know that it's JJP. But also you don't, because it's brand new, because the only thing they've ever put out, their title track was Bounce. So they're like, this is a revamped JJP. We are adults, and we are going to show you the meaning of life.
And they've always had to keep in mind the group's image and other things when they're making songs. Even when there's songs that are written by them or songs that are mostly them, you have to keep in mind the entire group. Whereas now it's just the two of them, so it's a different view.
There's a different vibe to it too, because you're not doing an entire boy band, boy group of concept where you're in a specific spot for a dance, and then this and then that, and JB's like the leader and stuff, and it's like, now it's the two of you, we depend on each other, we trust each other, let's JJP it.
Exactly.
On and on, eat a dick.
Split.
Sexy. This sounds like early 2000s boy band.
Nice. His voice sounds beautiful.
Listen, it's so smooth like ice cream.
Not to mention the visuals of the fucking century during all of this. Like
flirty boy, flirty boy summery vibe. Like it sounded like an early 2000s like B-side of a boy band.
They all sound like different points in like a long, very mellow road trip.
Yeah.
Like, which I think is what they're planning on doing.
And that's why I like that it comes together all in one thing, because it's like you can listen to a song for every mood. You're in a bad mood, listen to this. Upbeat, listen to this. Getting sexy, listen to JB's.
You can feel
Heaven, listen to Jin Young's.
Like, you can feel the common thread through it all. Like, you know, it's all one set album,
and
one group, one image, but
you get that with GOT7 songs, but it's like in GOT7 albums, there's like the out and then like the sign.
Yeah, they try different things.
This is all cohesive, a unit, a JJP unit.
Right, they know exactly what they want to get across.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Icarus, and they have those stupid outfits on.
Those outfits and their hairs couldn't be more perfect.
This one's like silk. Silk, I feel like I'm wearing a silk robe.
And this one's, all of the lyrics are going to be deep as shit.
Which the lyrics they're singing are the ones they were speaking. Some of them.
Yes.
Like, this one I feel like we just won.
We did it.
We won. We won.
And now you're in the,
yeah.
We're looking off into the distance. We're looking off into the distance.
The sun is just shining on you, and the roof of the car is open, and the wind is blowing in your hair.
In the interview, JB said for this one that he was like, the lyrics, he said something that people might think it doesn't have a good ending, which means it's probably like kind of like sad. But I feel like it'll still be like inspiring in that way. Like, is it supposed to be about following your dreams and doing everything you can to get to your dreams?
Sometimes when you sing about sadness, it still sounds like success.
Exactly.
So.
And I feel like that's like, they're showing the sad part because the rest of the album is about like the good parts with the sad parts. The whole
it's a roller coaster.
Ups and downs of life.
It's a roller coaster. That's why there's a mountain. That's why there's a mountain, because they started at the bottom and they went over the hill, which is all the problems and the troubles, and then they got back down.
And they're realizing the value of every part of life. God, they're so beautiful.
Why do they sound like that?
On the couch.
Why do they sound like that? And we don't just love them, GOT7 loves them all, because Jackson talked about these songs. Mark talked about them. Like,
they sound so good.
Their voices together. I don't wanna, we don't care.
No,
Stop.
we don't. We don't know.
Stop.
Except we always do.
Yeah.
We always
tell us all your secrets.
But like
their voices together, they have separate, like, I know nothing about music, but I know those sound like different voices, different tones, and different. Completely. They're in a different area, and then when you put them together,
it works so perfectly.
It's like, oh my god,
it's such magic when they come together. It's like, literally perfect.
It's like peanut butter and jelly, things that go together. Bonnie and Clyde, Simon and Garfunkel, Peggy and Alana,
J and J. Just that's it. That's
gorgeous.
It's literally And to know that that song and this next one are Jackson said were his favorites. That he's like, because he's so proud of their voices always. He's always proud of the hard work they put into things. So he probably knows that they were like worried about things or like how they sound. Just
Him talking about himself. He said, he talked about JJP for 10 minutes and then mentioned him putting out his own music. He said, I'll put my music out within the next whatever. You guys don't have to like it or not. It's okay. And then he was with them. He's like, this is the best thing that will ever be released. Yeah. JJP, if you don't like it, get lost. And it's literally like, they're so supportive. Mark talked about it. They all keep talking about it. Yugim lives in JJP's ass.
He's the number one JJP fan. Right with us. Right on par. Sweet guys in Yugim. Literally.
And it's like, that's why they're so successful, because they know they have 5 people. Yeah, they know they have 5 others supporting them and loving what they put out.
So they're not afraid to do this together because they know that
they have the support of the group.
They'll have them. And I also, just because this is one where they sound really good, Jin Young said in the interviews he was talking about how he doesn't really think he's like a good singer particularly, or that he would just sing whatever style was necessary for each song in GOT7.
Don't go around lying.
Sir, you're incorrect. Yeah. You're very incorrect. You have a beautiful voice, and he's finally realizing it, and he's showing it, and we thought he knew the whole time, because he's like, I'm Jin Young, and I'm great at everything, but low-key, he was like, I'm really not, and I don't think I'm very good.
And that's why he has GOT7 to tell him he is. That's why Jackson's always around to tell him.
And JB's like, come on, no, we're doing
JB just knows he's always been good, so because he has the confidence of 10,000 men and women.
That's true.
So he's never not been confident a day in his life. Actually, that might not be true. Won't hold you to it. I love you. Find You. This one might be my favorite one besides JB solo. No, these outfits choke.
JB with a flower behind his ear. Jin Young with a
chest out. Chest out. Still, that shirt.
They're just so casual.
These outfits in motion, best. No thanks. Cool.
Put your jacket on.
The way JB's hair's parted, I will delete the whole channel. I will delete this channel because of how his hair's parted. I feel like they started at a certain vibe, went to a different vibe, and then they're back at the other vibe, and then they're gonna go back to the other vibe. There's 10 vibes in one.
It really is a journey. This whole album already. Like you can literally feel like the waves of it.
And also, we only get a tiny bit of the song. That might not be fully what the song sounds like. It could be like a bridge, the chord. Like it's probably not like we don't know.
They could surprise us.
We're just getting a glimpse, a smidge of JJP.
And even from the little videos that they're putting with each one, and the pictures that came out with everything and all this stuff, that it's like you can feel that they're telling a different part of each of the stories with each song.
They're doing a good job of separating GOT7 and JJP. The new and I wouldn't say improved because we liked what they did before. We would fuck with Bounce any day, but the new JJP, they're like, this was GOT7. This was JB and Jin Young from GOT7. We are JB and Jin Young of JJP now. Yes. Thank you.
And
get it for your head.
While still they have never been like we've GOT7 who. It's like so great how they're doing this, but they're like, no, we're in GOT7, but we are JJP. Yeah. It's like you're right. So solo time.
Yeah.
This
one, we were completely right just before we start. We were completely right on this, and how one's mellow, smooth, heavenly, one's sexy, no thanks, helly. Like we know one was gonna do this and one was gonna do that, and they did those both.
Absolutely.
So, Jin Young,
let's
The Day. Like, I love picturing people when they sing. I can picture him singing this in the studio with his body rocking. Oh God! And they were like, "Yas."
Oh, so beautiful.
It sounds like you're literally at like you're drinking tea. Like you were drinking tea in an elegant tea party.
Yes.
And they're playing that, and it's It's Jin Young at a piano.
And you're just sitting and thinking about everything. Yeah. Everything, how the good and the bad always comes back to the middle. And always everything, everything just mellows out.
The songs have a message, obviously, but taking lyrics out of it, which we're not trying to do, but taking lyrics out of it, they fucking sound amazing.
They really
every song sounds the best.
They really do. We've never thought that there's room for improvement for either of them, but it's like we're listening to this now, and it's like they just continue to grow.
There's a meaning to each one, and we're looking them up, and we know what they mean. But when you just listen to it, going in as a non-native Korean speaker, going in being like, this just already sounds so nice. Like I don't know, I have to look up what you're saying, obviously, but it just sounds this. Baseline sound is so gentle.
Listening to it, even though we have, like she said, we have a good idea of what the things are about, like, I feel like you can, like, almost hear what it's about.
Yeah.
Which
you
sounds
can feel
weird,
it.
but it's like, yeah, like, you can, like, feel what the message is getting across.
Is
like,
there, you
very
can see if
clearly.
there's a sad vibe, a happy vibe, a mellow vibe, like a lonely vibe.
And, like, it's weird how they're, like, literally, like, telling these, like, stories.
With their voices.
And we don't even fucking understand it immediately.
Oh, my God.
And then we read it, and then we're like, Jesus Christ, you're so smart and great. And also that every time GOT7 puts out an album and Jin Young like wrote a song or like a song's mostly him, he's like, this song's really good. Have you heard this song written by Park Jin Young? And I feel like this time around he's like confident because it's JJP, but I feel like he's almost a little bit more nervous, like to have a whole solo song.
I don't think he'll do that in this one.
Yeah, he won't be like, that's my song, Jin Young.
There's no one else. Because on GOT7 songs, there's other people singing on it. On this one, he's the writer, he's the singer.
Yeah.
And he's
so
like,
I feel
don't
like
listen to that one.
This is it. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything. Whereas on other ones, he's like, this was Jin Young's song. This was Jin Young's, and he's like, that one's Jin Young's song. That's Jin Young's song. And so that's what we're here for. To be like, hello.
Speaking of hello, the Def Soul trademark TM on this ass. Here we go. I am picturing him at the computer. His SoundCloud sexy ass. SoundCloud Boy 58. I hate it.
This is such classic Def Soul.
JD stands for just beautiful, joking by. Don't think so.
He knows exactly what he wanted to get out. He knew exactly
He's
what
picturing people having intercourse to this song. And that's a fact, and we're all adults here. Not all of us, but that's what's happening. So
they're doing manhood.
You can't fight anyone on it.
The whole thing's about being men.
Adulting in sexing. Sexy vibe.
Just, they're like, hello, we are in our 20s now? So we're discussing things that happen.
We're old. We can do what we want and say what we want, and that's what they're doing. They're doing and saying whatever they fucking want.
It's so amazing.
And that's why we love them.
And the way, we feel like we just said when Jackson was talking about the album that we've learned more about the album from what he was saying than from any of the interviews that we've read.
Yes.
And they've said what it's about and given details and stuff, but he's a third party,
went
is
off.
hyping it up and is like, listen,
he broke it down.
Great.
He's like, this solo, these songs, and this. Support JJP, don't care about me.
And he said that the whole album's like basically a positive message and vibe for everyone.
What was the quote?
This is a positive energy for everyone,
this
or
is
something
positive,
of that nature.
Positive energy.
The whole album for everyone. He was like, and it's about like the things you go through from your late teens to your 20s, and these things that
everyone can relate to and everyone can feel, and it was like, JJP's getting deep. We're getting deep with JJP.
Like, we know that
we
they can, but now that it's really happening, we're like, oh my God.
We only have a few days left, so let's prepare people to go listen to that
There's
1,000
so much
times.
more.
Support JJP, because that's gorgeous already.
And the fact that we think this is telling a story, like the videos that come with this, and they're putting out the whole album.
We're getting a whole thing.
They're having a music video that's going to be no dancing, just acting.
A whole
and
showcase.
And then they're having the whole showcase. They're doing a whole, what is it, the photo essay? A whole photos with everything to tell the whole story. They're doing everything. They're doing literally everything.
God bless verse 2.
Couldn't be more here for it.
Verse 2.
So from the bottom of our hearts, so.
Verse 2. Yeah, JJP forever. Bye.